away from Caps Gaming Showcase Finals in Washington. They're gonna bury here to go on to face who? Welcome in, guys, to week number 4 of the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Lidos. I'm No Sleeves here to bring you all of the action as always, and we've got a huge matchup for you this evening, as we've got two of the best teams in North America going head-to-head in their Week 4 matchup. They've seen each other a ton over the last few years, but let's take a look as we have got Vertigo against Composure tonight. Again, two of the best teams. Number 3 in the league, Composure, taking on Vertigo, sitting currently in 8th. It is going to be a great one this evening. Excited to call it. Guys, I hope you had a great holidays. It's been crazy lately, but we're back on the grind here. We're about to get halfway through our regular season here on the Caps Gaming Showcase as we march along in the regular season. Here we go. We've got two of the best teams in the world about to do a battle. Who is going to win the best of 3 series? Again, guys, if you are new to the event and whatnot, the Caps Gaming Showcase works a little bit different than some of the other team-based NHL events that are going on. It is a true Swiss format, but every week you play one series of best of 3. So you could win in 2, or as we've seen throughout, it could go the distance, go 3 games tonight. I have a feeling that we might see some overtime. We're going to see a lot of close games. I have a feeling we might go 3, but we'll have to see. We'll take a look at the matchup breakdown currently, as we've got, again, 12 of the best players in the world. At center, we've got Scary Joey for Vertigo going up against Composure's Mr. Hitzat. On left wing, the only roster change between these two clubs from the Sharks event to the Capitals event is Arctic Blur coming over from Royalty. Coming over to join Vertigo on that left side. PTP on the opposite for Composure. And then Call Me Jakku, one of the biggest performers so far. I mean, at the end of NHL 20 and going into NHL 21, one of the best performers so far on the wing. And then Tendy, the long-standing Composure winger, opposite him. On defense, it's Guan and official Mark on the left side, and Delisle versus Odie on the right. And then in net, we've got always a hot topic on social media, but we've got Jones for Vertigo, just under an 80% save percentage, 1.37 goals against so far in the tournament, going up against J Money, 7.19 save percentage, but a 1.5 goals against, both having one shutout here. I'm excited to see how this goes. Like I said, I have a feeling this will probably go 3. Might see some overtimes. Should be close games regardless. We'll take a look at the prior weeks. Again, we had a little bit of a break due to the holiday, as we did take a week off, so we'll take a look here. As here's Vertigo. They're the only one that, or they had one slight slip up against Nocturnal. They did win in 3 games. They are a perfect 3-0 in the season format in terms of series wins. However, they have one loss in overtime to Nocturnal throughout the whole season, and that was the last matchup in week number 3. On the Composure side, they're rolling right along. They are 6-0. They've won each of their first 3 series. Clean sweep 2-0, and they had to take on Cobra Kai last week. Not an easy matchup, as Cobra Kai also moving on to the second round of the Sharks Pacific Cup playoffs. So again, Composure at the top of their game. Excited to see how this one goes, but it looks like they are just waiting. They are just waiting for their lobby to fill, and we'll wait and see how this one starts out. We'll take a look at the standings as well as they go, and it looks like Olympia has finished their 4th game. They are currently in first place with 4 wins. They are at a clean sweep 8-0. Nothing really changing for Olympia, as they have dominated every single event since basically the summer in NHL 20 all the way through in NHL 21 now, as they finish first in the Sharks Pacific Cup. They are into the second round, and nothing's really changed here. They're through 4 weeks. They haven't lost a game, and currently sitting in first. Instinct, they made a ton of roster changes from the Caps Gaming Showcase, coming over from the Sharks event as well. So they are currently in second. Good performance so far from them. Then we've got Composure, followed by Fantastic Boys, and then Hidden Potential. Hidden Potential and Composure will meet in the playoffs as well in the other event. So, again, 2 top 5 teams there. Catch-22, Gabagoons, and Vertigo with Ionic, who did actually defeat Entourage, kind of a big upset there, I believe, in week number 3. They are currently inside the top 10. And then the Night Shift, more known for their 3v3 play, they're inside the top 10 to start the tournament. As again, you will see as we go along here, the top 64 teams will make the playoffs. As again, they will have one extra round. And how it works, guys, is again, if you finish first, you will get to select your opponent all the way through. So it's extremely important that you do well as well as you can in the regular season. As it looks like the boys are almost ready, as insider sources say that the right D for Vertigo currently eating poutine, so we'll have to wait and see if he gets it. If he starts up quickly, guys. But yeah, what are the predictions like, boys? What are we saying here tonight? Who do we think takes this one again? Composure and Vertigo have met a ton, and both teams are going to make the playoffs, no doubt. But who takes this series tonight? Let me get 1s in the chat for Vertigo, 2s in the chat for Composure. I'm excited to see this one. It's always fantastic to watch 2 of the best teams go at it, and we'll see. Excuse me. As it looks like the Delisle has spawned in for Vertigo, so they will begin searching soon. Vertigo wins. All right, hot take. Hot take there. JV, a lot of 1s, a lot of Vertigo here so far. Okay. I feel like Composure, even though they've been around for so long, still seem like underrated. It might be because of their, poor playoff performance in some of the recent big tournaments. But from everything I've seen so far this year, they have looked fantastic. And we are just about set, guys. It is game number 1 between Vertigo and Composure. The boys have spawned in, and we'll see. I feel like predictions here, I'm going to set the over-under for goals at 4.5 for total, and I have a feeling it's going to be a 3-2 overtime win. I have no idea who's going to win, though. But here we go, guys. Game number 1 of the Caps Gaming Showcase Week 4 highlighted series. It's Composure versus Vertigo. Here we go. Oh, wait, honestly, 4.5 actually seemed a little generous, to be honest. I was going to go 3.5, but I feel like that's extremely low. But to be honest, 2-1 wouldn't surprise me at all. These guys play extremely good defense. You're not going to see a lot of odd man rushes or breakaways. Here we go, guys. Week number 4 about to get underway. Composure and Vertigo. It's Hit Dat and Joey on the draw. And Composure will open the series with a face-off win. Guan. He'll collect it back in his own zone, though. And here goes Delisle on the breakout for Vertigo. Guan, he'll send it over to Blur. Again, Blur, the only roster change between these two clubs from any of the esports events in NHL 21, coming over from Royalty, still competing in the playoffs under the Royalty banner, but here on the Caps Gaming Showcase, moved over to replace Flash Davin for Vertigo on the opposite side of Jakku. Oh wait, you're almost always correct when it comes to predictions in any event, so I'm not going to argue the 2-1 regulation win for Vertigo seems possible. As Delisle, he'll break the puck out, send that over. They get through the zone. Again, it's going to be awfully tough to break into either of these zones. Again, both of these teams play incredible defense and have great gap control at the blue line. Tie up, draw. And here goes Tendy. He'll lose it at the blue line, though, and now Blur out the other way. Huge hit, though, as Tendy lays him out in the neutral zone, and they reset. Again, both of these teams having a heck of a time getting into the offensive zone so far. Guan, he's going to try and do it himself. Waits it out, sends it over, and again, blue line defense for Composure stops that rush. Now Composure, they'll try as Odie. He'll reset as he almost mimics Guan. He's just going to dump it in. Not a bad option here, but Guan will get there first. Neither club has had an offensive zone possession here. And we're 7 minutes through. That 2-1, that under 4.5, easy bet there. Again, can't get through the neutral zone as Jakku. And now Mark. Again, both these teams feeling each other out, but it's very difficult. They're going to have to go east and west, and that's what both of these teams want. They reset all the way in. Odie will have to go back and collect the puck. Odie's got 10 points so far through 6 games. 3 goals for him. Mark yet to get one past the goaltender, but he's got 11 points, all assists, and here goes Jakku. He's tripped up, and we're going to get a power play, so there will be a zone entry here as we'll get an offensive zone draw. Zito, I appreciate that, my dude. Draw win for Composure, and Odie will send that one down. And we'll wait for the first offensive zone possession in the offensive zone as Guan waits up at the line. He's pressured. Back to Delisle. They reverse, and now Delisle walks in. Into the middle. Fires it on far side. The J-Money might have got a piece of it. Jakku now back to the point. Guan. He's going to miss that pass. Across the line. Now Guan into the zone. Holds it wide. Now back into the middle for Jakku. Jakku with it into the middle, and they'll score. Joey with the backhand feed. He'll go 5-hole and open the scoring as he beats J-Money. And they take advantage of that power play, I believe. It might have been a power play goal, might have just expired, but nonetheless, it is a 1-0 lead for Vertigo. Now down here's Blur behind the net, out in front, and that one sits in the crease dangerously. Fired on again, and J-Money will hold on to that one. Perry, my holiday was fantastic. I hope yours was as well. Draw win for Vertigo. Guan with it. 1-0 lead for Vertigo here in the first. Guan waits patiently behind the net. Blur now. They reverse now behind the net. Delisle back at the point. He tries to send it down. He's going to lose it. Here goes Composure. Into the middle. They give and go. Now into the corner boards. Tendy will lose it. Sorry, Nick will lose it. And it's going the other way as Composure. They'll pick it back up and back out into the neutral zone. But a great defensive play by one of the game's best heels in Guan. Dumped in by Composure. They really haven't had any chance in the offensive zone. We'll see if they can get it here as PTP battles for it down low. He'll lose it. Delisle will come across the line now. Blur sends it behind the net. Jakku in there. He can't get it. Now PTP. He'll reset. Back down behind the net to Odie. Odie carries it on the backhand. Runs out of room. And again, both teams heavy trap at the line. It's just extremely difficult to go east-west against these clubs. But now Composure with a shot now. He's going to miss that one as I believe Mark wanted to hit PTP there. He misses and it's a turnover. Trevor's got the goal for Vertigo. Fires it on. Weak shot. And that one doesn't make it through to the net. Now hit that. Sends that one over to PTP. Big hit there. PTP joining Composure again in NHL 21. After a couple of tournaments away. Now Tendy trying to set something up. Back to the point. They rip one on. Great block as Guan's all over it. As Mark again looking for his first goal of the tournament. And that'll do it for the first period. A 1-0 lead for Vertigo. And again, just little time in the offensive zone for either of these clubs. The power play did definitely influence that first goal from Vertigo. A lot of this game is going to be spent in the neutral zone. Two top-end defensive teams. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me. Week number 4 of the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Lidos. I'm No Sleeves, here to call the action. Foster, what's going on here? Welcome in. It's 1-0 for Vertigo in game number 1 of their series. Second period underway. Guan will collect it and start the second period. He'll get pressured and Delisle will come in for support. They're going to miss each other. Trevor will reset once more as Scary Joey, the goal scorer for Vertigo, now with the puck. Back in the neutral zone again. They're just being forced to curl back at the line as that one's dumped in, but Guan will get there first. Now Delisle with the puck. He tries to get by at the line, but he'll turn that one over, and Odie, he'll break the puck out. They'll miss the mark there. A big turnover as now Composure gets across the line, but a great stick there by Delisle as Jakku tries to beat Mark down the side. He can't. Good defensive play there by Mark. 1-0, 16 minutes remaining in the second period of game number 1, guys. Again, it is a best-of-3 series. Now across the line, here's Composure. Good stick there by Blur. One-timer on, and that might be their first shot on goal as Jones tested here in the second. It's loose in the crease, but they calm it down. And now Delisle looks to break out. Jakku along the board, sends it back. They reverse and try to get a little bit of speed. Again, curled back. They stop it. Guan now hits Jakku. They've got the rush into the middle. Great defense again, as Mark has played fantastic at his own end so far in this one. He'll dump the puck in, and here goes Composure. They try to get there first. Guan, good stick chop, and he'll come away with it. Again, Composure just having a heck of a time getting in the offensive zone. Now Delisle, the Scary Joey, the goal scorer for Vertigo, now into the corner. Back to the point to Delisle. Delisle waits. Nothing's opened up. Good box out here by Composure as they fire one on, and that one's tipped by Jakku just wide, as that narrowly made it a 2-0 game. Now PTP with speed. He gets in. Curls back to the point. Here's Mark. He walks in. He activates down low. Good defensive play by Delisle, though. And here goes Blur out the other way. He'll dump the puck in. Jakku, nice stick move to get a little bit more speed, but again, Mark just too good defensively right there in his own zone. Collects the puck. Odie now. Again, they reverse with Mark, but a good stick by Blur. And it's a reset once more. Guan with the puck. Under 10 minutes to go. We're halfway through the game. 1-0 for Vertigo on a goal by Scary Joey in the first period. Now Delisle. He tries to break through. He'll keep, and they'll be offside as, again, there's just no room in there's no passing lanes. And the man-to-man defense at the line is just working for both of these clubs. It's extremely difficult to enter the zone. Tie-up draw. And Nick will come away with it. Mr. Hit-Tap, the longtime centerman for Composure. As Odie will dump it in. PTP with it. Back out to Nick in front. It's in the crease. And a harmless-looking shot, but Jones will hold on to it. And they'll have an offensive zone draw here for Composure. Nice draw win for Nick out in front. And again, Jones will hold on to that one as PTP fires it out in front, but can't get it through cleanly, and they'll do it over once again. Draw win. And now Delisle with it. Delisle with speed. Gets into the zone. Stops up at the point. Now down to Jakku. Back to the point to Delisle. Blur running around the outside as they fire one on. Trying to get something towards the net. Easy stop, though, for J-Money. As now Odie. He'll sauce that one over. Misses the mark. And here goes Delisle. But he'll just give it right back. And we're back into the zone as Composure. Starting to dump it in on almost every possession as they're starting to realize that might be the only ways. Mark fires one on. That one doesn't make it through. Blocked in front by his own man. No shot on goal there. Jakku with it. They'll break out. Hit Scary Joe. He stops up at the line. Tries to create some space out in front for Blur. But a good block there by Odie. As they'll turn it over. Composure now. Tendy hits Hit-Dat. Fires it on. Tries to pick the corner. And that one will go just wide. Now Scary Joey across the line to Guan. Guan now into the middle. They can't get it through cleanly. And Odie will reset Composure. The good defensive play. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Here's Mark. Sends it over to PTP. He can't get any space across the line. Back over into the middle to Nick. Tendy now. He'll give it a shot. He can't get through cleanly as the Composure mascot almost steps onto the ice. Here goes Delisle. Weaving back and forth. A turnover. Potentially a chance here late in the second. They get back, though, and here goes Scary Joey out the other way, and that'll do it for the second period. Heavy on the under. A 1-0 lead here for Vertigo. As again, you see the time on attack. It's just extremely low for both teams. Vertigo with the 2-minute advantage in terms of time on attack. Composure just having a heck of a time trying to get into the zone, although Vertigo's not finding it much easier. Their goal scored on the power play. Composure did get their first 2 shots of the game on Jones in that second period. Again, this is game number 1. So we're guaranteed a second one, no matter what. Here we go. Can Composure come back? Can they get on the board, beat Bob Jones? Tie-up draw, and Odie will start with it off and running. Here we go in the third. PTP hits Nick. Nick with it now. Down low to Tendy. They start to give and go. We're starting to see some cycle, but a great play by Jakku, and they run out of room. Mark will give it back, though, and Composure trying to... Oh, a good stick there by Blur as PTP almost coughed it up, and now he does. Here's Scary Joey into Jakku, and that one's going to be blocked. Messy play there by PTP, and it almost cost him. Odie with it now. Sends that one over to PTP. Across the line, back to Odie. He walks in, fires it on, and Jones up to the task there. As I was wondering when we're going to start to see Odie have to take some more chances towards the net. You see it a lot. He'll activate from the point quite often, but we haven't seen it in this game yet. His first shot there on goal in the third period. Here goes Guan, though. Again, it's just a slow breakout back and forth. Now Joey with it. Scary Joey. He'll lose it. Big hit there by Blur. But Tendy able to get it around. Into the middle. Here's Hit-Dat. Over to PTP. Back over to Hit-Dat. The point to Odie. Now Tendy. Good quick passing movement here. PTP down. Back to Odie. Mark. He doesn't shoot. Holds it off. Protects the puck as they start to travel or start to cycle around. Mark back to Odie. Fires it on. Tipped in front. And a big save there from Bob Jones. As a dangerous play is Composure with their best offensive chance in this one. Scary Joey with it at the blue line. He's run out of room by PTP. Here goes Nick. He hits Odie. Odie's got a chance. He's in, and a good defensive play there by Guan. Scary Joey. The other way as they start to trade chances back and forth here. It starts to open up, and that one will be offside. We get a stoppage in play. After our... that was our best back and forth we've seen in this one. Tendy off the tie-up draw. He's into the zone, but Jakku will come away with it. Haven't seen a lot out of Jakku yet in this one. The talented winger for Vertigo. Back to the point. Here's Odie. Odie at the point. Waits for something to open up. Mark lets one go, and they score! As Mark lets a bomb go, PTP tips it in front. And we've got a tie game here in the third period. As Mark continues his impressive game one in the series. He's played fantastic defensively, and now he's going to get a big assist as they tie things up. PTP, 19 points, his 9th goal of the season so far. As that one's dangerously in the crease, they bang away at it. Jakku and Blur, but they can't get it past J-Money. Now Odie with it. Guan, he's got the puck. Let's see if Vertigo can get back into the lead as Delisle, they run out of room. It's been all Composure here in the third period so far. They dump it in. Odie sends it in. PTP, he can't get there. Scary Joey's got it, but he's going to give it back up to Tendy. Tendy's got it behind the net. Looking for the go-ahead goal. Tendy with it. Now they start the cycle. Back to Odie. He fires one on. Rebound attempt, and that one makes it through. Tendy with it. Behind the net is a big dive out in front as Delisle thought that might have gotten through. He's going to dive, and he'll go off for... Oh, it's not Delisle. Wow, I can't believe he didn't get a penalty for that. Power play opportunity for Composure. Odie with it. Mark now. Back out in front. They score! As a quick passing play about 5 seconds into the power play. And Nick will bury that one. Mr. Hit Dat gives them the lead late here in the third period. As a great game here as Composure shows up in the third period in a big way. 2 goals after having a heck of a time just getting into the zone through the first 2. Now it's Vertigo who will be trailing. We'll see if they can tie things up as a timeout's been called. So again, a nice quick passing play. Beats Bob Jones. And Hit Dat will get his 11th goal of the season. It leads the team, and they're going to win the draw here. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Vertigo now needs a goal to tie things up. Delisle, he'll send it over to Blur. Blur, he'll lose it, and Guan steps up at an inopportune time. Here's Odie. Can't find anyone on that rush, and now Jakku's out the other way. We've got a 3-on-2 for Vertigo, but wow, what a play by PTP to get back. Good defensive play there. Blur puts pressure on. Odie's going to send that now. Hit that with it. He sends it in. As they're content with just getting it deep, making Vertigo go the full length of the ice. Now Guan carries it in himself. Still has the puck. He'll lose it, though. Gets it back, but loses it right again. Nick with it. Dangerously in front of his own net. Now carries it out nice and calm. Now sends that one over to Tendy. Into the middle. Back to Nick. Nick's got it. He's got the go-ahead goal. He sends it down low to start the cycle, but nobody there. And Delisle will send that over to Guan. Minute 30 as Guan's crushed at the line. And here goes PTP with it. He'll lose it, though, to Blur. Blur now. Delisle jumps up in the play. And he'll be offside. Under a minute to go here. Big face-off. Tie-up draw. Composure will come away with it. Mark, he'll lose it. Now Scary Joey. He's got the goal for Vertigo. Came back way in the first period as now he gets free. He's got Jakku back into the middle. And Blur can't get a shot on. It's in the crease. And J-Money will hold. .39 seconds remaining. Offensive zone draw, and Scary Joey will win that one. Here's Guan. Back to Delisle. Rips one on. Big block, and here goes PTP the other way. And he's going to dump that in. Veteran play to get that in deep instead of causing a turnover. Now they got to go back the other way. 23 seconds remaining. Guan with the puck. He sends that over to Delisle. He steps up across the line. 16, here's Scary Joey down to the goal line, fires it on Guan with a huge shot and a big save there from J-Money. Is a great opportunity in front, and Guan is robbed on that one. 12 seconds remaining. Goalie's pulled. Composure will win the draw. They can't get it out. Scary Joey sends it over to Guan. Guan with it. Scary Joey rips it on. They score! As Blur will tip it in front. Oh my goodness. With time running out, Jones is pulled. And Blur is going to tie things up on the tip shot. 4.7 remaining. Everyone terrified of the Bob Jones shot as he dragged all the attention over to the left side. And we've got overtime in game number 1 of our series. It's Vertigo and Composure tied at 2s. And I mean, oh wait, I don't want to say it, but I did say 3-2 OT. The over was correct. Nonetheless, it took 59 minutes. Almost the entire game as Tendy gets it through, and look at that. Bang, what a tip. Just inside the bar. As Bob Jones, just an offensive force there in the corner. We've got overtime, game number 1 of our series. Could you imagine if Jones was the one to tip it? Here we go. Vertigo, Composure, overtime, game number 1. And Composure will win. Here's Tendy. He'll be offside. And they'll do it again. Tie-up draw. Jakku comes in with it. Now Blur with it. Over to Jakku. Guys, we need the Oway overtime challenge. Who do you guys got? I've got Jakku and Tendy. Jakku with it. Scary Joey now across the line. Blur behind the net. He'll lose it to Odie. Odie now brings the puck out himself, sends that back over to Mark. He's had a great game so far, but a turnover there. And now Blur into the zone. Odie, he puts pressure on behind the net, out in front, but a good defensive play there by Itat. Across the line, it's Tendy. He's got speed. Curls up beside the net. Now back to the point to Odie. Odie with it. Back to Mark. Rips it on, and a big block there by Delisle. And here goes Jakku. He'll dump that into the corner. Blur's going to get there first. Guan with it now. Back to Blur. At the game-tying goal with 4 seconds remaining to force overtime. Tie-up draw. Oh, Blur's going to get it. Backdoor. Fires it towards the net. It's in the crease, and J-Money will hold on to that one. It's a dangerous play in the slot there. And J Devil with a big subscription. Thank you, my dude. Draw win, and now Mark will break the puck out. Back and forth they go. Over to PTP. Back to Mark. Mark with it. Down low to PTP. Out in front towards the net, and Jones, I think, might have got a piece of that. But they're going to draw a penalty regardless. Composure will get a chance to end it on the power play. Draw win, though, by Scary Joey. Big defensive zone draw win there. As Delisle can't get it out. Turned over. Here's Nick. Out to PTP. Back to Nick. A huge stop by Jones. Big save there from the kid. As it looked like Nick might have been holding onto the puck, waiting for Jones to swim a little bit, and he didn't. Stood right with him. Draw win, though, Odie. Back to PTP. In front, a huge save again by Jones as Tendy lets one go. Minute 20 remaining is awfully dangerous. A couple of big chances for Composure here in overtime. Tied up, Delisle. He's going to lose it again. PTP, back to the point. Here's Mark. Now Odie. They reverse. Odie still with it. Back to Nick. Nick will walk in. Backdoor play, and Tendy's missed. Tendy fires one on. Weak shot there, but They surround the puck out in front. It's in the crease. That one saved. Another one is Jones coming up big in overtime. Power play just about over, but here goes Composure. One last chance. Odie with it. Back to Mark. He fires one on that hits his own man. And the power play's over. Guan now in the corner. He puts pressure on. Back out in front, and that one hits his own man again. His Composure is all over him right now. Penalty's over. Blur's going to send it to Jakku, and they'll be offside. Time to slow things down as a couple of dangerous chances for Composure. Jones coming up big here in overtime. Draw win here, Scary Joey. Jakku. He backs in. He'll lose it. And again, another great play at the blue line by Mark. Now across the line. Great stick there by Blur. And they'll dump that one in. Delisle. He's had a couple of costly turnovers here in overtime. See if he can make up for it. He's going to lose the puck there again, as it's extremely difficult now to enter the zone, as Vertigo is having a heck of a time getting anything set up offensively. Back at the point, it's Odie. Curls at the point. Now he's going to walk in. Backdoor play and a weak shot. It's in the crease, and Guan calmly skates that one out. And they'll be offside a couple of times. The wingers for Vertigo haven't been on the same page on the break-in. 6:28 remaining in the first overtime. As now Odie sends that one over to PTP. They can't get across the line. Might go back to try and dump it in. Back and forth, and again it's offside as both teams forcing them to go east and west. Tie-up draw. Blur sends that back to Guan. He'll keep possession and they'll reset. Here goes Guan out of the zone with speed. Carries it himself. Hits Blur in stride, but a great stick by Odie. And it immediately stops that rush. But Guan, almost the exact same thing. And they're going to try it once again. Guan across the line. He's bumped though. Now PTP with the puck. PTP in the corner. Rims that one around to Odie. Odie at the point to Nick, fires it on, and almost a mirror image of their first goal. PTP trying to tip that one on past Jones as Guan might have a step. He'll lose it. Scary Joey with it, and they can't get a shot on as Composure collapse in one-on-one, and a great stick there from Delisle. Now Mark with it. He'll reset. Nice little deke attempt, but they can't get across the line there. Blur sends that one over into the middle. Now Guan with it. 1:31 remaining. Oh, what a play. Here's Jakku, and he scores! What a pass! Unbelievable vision to hit Jakku in stride, and he'll bury that one. Unbelievable. As Jakku will give Vertigo the Game 1 victory. They tie it up with 4.9 remaining in regulation, and Guan with an absolute laser beam pass will find Jakku in stride. Look at this thing. He just waits for the seas to part. Unbelievable. Like, yikes. As Jakku in all alone keeps it on his forehand, and J Money's going to have to see that one go past him. Unbelievable pass there. As what a first game we got there, folks. Vertigo, they come back after taking a 1-goal lead. It looked like they might have just skated to a 1-0 win, as Composure was struggling the entire time to get into the zone throughout the first two periods. Then 2 quick goals in the third period by PTP and Nick. And with 4.9 remaining, the goalie pulled Jones in the corner as a decoy. Blur will tip it past J Money to force overtime, and my goodness, what a battle that was between two of the best in the tournament. So now here, if you haven't seen the tournament yet in the Caps Gaming Showcase, here's what will happen. It is a best of 3. So even though that Composure lost game 1, they still have a chance to win the series, and essentially that is the most important thing. So if Composure can win this next one, we will play a game 3. If Vertigo wins again, that'll be a 2-0 sweep, and they will take the series in week number 4. As we'll get an update look at the standings. If any other teams have reported a 4th game, it doesn't look like it. It does look like there has been some games reported, though, as it seems that Instinct did win their first game, as did Hidden Potential, and Catch-22. Catch-22 has a big matchup today. They did win their first one as well, as they are playing. They're playing Ground and Pound tonight. So, good matchup there. And so far, they're up to a 1-0 lead. As is Vertigo. What a play that was, guys. But we'll take just a quick moment. You guys can go ahead and search, and we'll be back with game number 2 of the Caps highlighted game of the week between Vertigo and Composure on the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Leidos. We'll be right back.
Shadows on the walls of your skin. I can tell you're lying from the way you're breathing. Shadows on the walls of your sin. Why do I keep trying when I know I can't win? You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, you crystallize me. You crystallize, they crystallize. Crystallize. Why do I keep paralyzed, you crystallize.
Come to my side, I see a side of you that I know that I could vibe with. We've been out of place, but all we need is a little guidance. Signs you gave me, I put all my options to the side, baby. For you ought to know I brought you around so I could feel that emptiness in you. I know you want that pull like Demi Moore broken in two. They're looking at you different cause they know they couldn't choose you. Oh, cause you're too precious to love like this. And I'm too young to ever get hurt like this. And I'm not over you till it's all been said. You're too precious. You're too precious to love like this. And I'm too young to ever get hurt like this. And I'm not over you till it's all been said. You're too precious. Stop deciding, just start relying on me, yeah, here to free you. Don't go too solid, let go, yeah, they are pressing. We got them stressing, we might break through, yeah, it's all timing. Seasons changing, heard you from a mile, I felt that aching in your cries. Preying on a devil in their eyes. Stand by me, I'm tryna strengthen ties. outside. You're too precious to love like this, and I'm too young to ever get hurt like this. And I'm not over you till it's all been said. You're too precious, 'cause you're too precious to love like this. And I'm too young to ever get hurt like this. And I'm not over you.
Hey guys, sorry about that. We're back here with just an issue with the stream. We're back into game number 2 between these two clubs. We're just looking at Crease Police's view from Composure. We'll get that set up as we'll hop over to PTP stream in just a little bit. As Odie with the puck here early in game number 2. He's going to lose it. And now Jakku, he'll send it in. Odie will pick it up and look to break the puck out. Dumps it into the corner. As Delisle, he'll come away with it, send it up to Jakku. Jakku into the middle. Joey with it, back out in front, and that one's going to go through the crease. They reset, and now Odie with it. 5 minutes gone in the first period of game number 2. Composure needs to win here, as this one's dumped into the zone. And that'll be stopped. We'll switch over real quick to PTP stream to get a player version of it. And here we go. As now at the Composure view, guys, so things are flipped a little bit. Guan with it. He had that great pass to win game number 1 across the line. There's Jakku. Mark with it. Now behind the net, it's Nick. Nick, he's going to lose it there as Jakku's pressuring. Now across the line, Odie. He'll turn it over, keeps it in. And Scary Joey sends that one back to Guan. Now Delisle with it. Sends it over to Scary Joey, and that'll be an offside. Ten minutes gone here in the first period of game number 2. 0-0 again. This looks a lot like the beginning of game number 1, but here's Trevor now behind the net. Sends that at the goal line. And PTP looks to reverse. Now Odie with the puck. Ends that one over to PTP. Has a goal and had a goal in game number 1. As they work the outside. Turns over. And here goes Vertigo into the zone. Holds it far side. Backdoor play. As Jakku can't bury. Now Guan rips one on. And that one will be thrown up in the air by J-Money. Joey will send that one in. Turned over. Now Composure will look to break it out. Sends that one over. Here's PTP. He's got to step into the middle, and he'll miss Tendy on that one. Now Mark with it. Mark now with the puck. He gets it back off the pass. PTP fires it towards the net. Hit that in to support it, but they'll lose it. And here goes Blur out the other way. Towards the net, and that one will be stopped by J-Money. Offensive zone draw win here for Vertigo into the corner. Blur, he'll send that one down the length of the ice. Now Scary Joey tries to thread the needle, and Mark will intercept that. Here goes Odie out the other way. Odie, he straight lines in, now sends it over to Tendy. Back to Odie, but that'll be an offside. Boy, I thought it was me. I don't have that much hair anymore. 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Guan will go back to collect the puck, and now Scary Joey with it. Back to Guan. Guan gets across the line, but a good stick there by PTP. And Delisle will go back. They'll reset once again. Getting this mirroring. Oh, a good step there by Jakku. He had the game winner in game number 1. Turned over. Jakku rips one on. And J-Money will hold on to that one. There's a dangerous chance in front there for Vertigo. Draw win there. 6 seconds remaining. Mark will send that one. As Hit That has it. Sends it down low. They'll run out of time here in the first. And looking a lot like game number 1. Not a lot of time and space for either of these clubs. It's going to be 0-0. 2 shots on goal total. As again, the defenses for both teams is absolutely staggering here. Composure needing a win in this one to force a game 3. As they were just 5 seconds away from winning game number 1 in regulation. That was actually their first loss throughout the whole tournament and all of the series they've played. They were a perfect 6-0 coming into this one. Second period underway now. Tie up draw. Tendy will come in and Odie will start with the puck. Odie sends that over to Mark. Mark, they weave back and forth, and a good play and a good step up by Jakku. Scary Joey comes away with it, but a good collapse there from Composure to get it back. Mark over to Odie. Sauces that one over to PTP. Back into the middle. Can't get it through. Now Mark, backdoor play, and they score! As a quick passing play from Mark to Tendy. Jones can't get over there, and Tendy will rip one home. As that's just what they needed. Game 2, they need a win, and they're going to start with the lead. Here's Blur into the corner, back to the point to Guan. Guan walks in, fires it on, tries to pick the corner. Now PTP with it. Across the line, into the middle. Tendy now, they give and go. PTP towards the net, tries to go far side. Jones stops it, turned over, it's Tendy again. Composure starting to threaten again. PTP with the puck. Blur, he collects it on the breakout. He tied things up in game number 1 with 5 seconds. Scary Joey, nice play. Jakku with it. Can't get a shot on goal on the backhand. Waits for something to open up. Now Delisle, he'll send it back in front. Tries to fire one on. And J-Money will stop that one. Draw win. Backdoor play, they score. It's a great face-off play as Guan comes in, sends that over to Scary Joey, and he'll bury that one. We're all tied up. Great face-off play there. Worked to perfection. And just like that, it's 1-1 here in the second period. Now Blur with it yet again. Into the corner with speed. Sauces that one around to Jakku. They work it around the outside. Delisle. Guan walks in from the point. Back to Jakku. Guan got hammered. Now he's back up. Scary Joey now behind the net. Back out in front. And here goes Tendy now. He'll send that one over to PTP. PTP with the puck. Back to the point. Rips it on. That one's blocked. So is that one. But they keep possession. Odie fires that one on and he can't hit the net. Tendy comes away with it. Short side shot, and Jones comes up with a big save there. As now PTP, nice cut play. He's in all alone. Big diving poke check from Bob Jones. Saves a goal. Now it's the other way. 4-on-2. Scary Joey to Blur. Guan can't get the shot away. Now he does, and J-Money with a big save. Behind the net now again. As PTP doesn't have a stick. PTP with the puck now. Self-sauce gets across the line. But turned over by Scary Joey. And now Guan breaks it out. Sends that over to Jakku. Drives it wide. Spins into the middle. But a good defensive play there by Nick. Scary Joey with it. Waits for pressure. Jakku walks out in front. And he just gets that out of the zone. And that'll be an offside. Draw win. Here's Delisle. Sends that one over to Scary Joey. Over to Jakku. And he'll dump that into the corner. I'll send that one in. Odie sends it in on a nice dump there. Nick back to the point to Mark as he'll fire one on. And that'll be stopped by Bob Jones. He's come up big, especially in overtime. And now Vertigo on the breakout. Blur, he can't get it across the line cleanly, but it's turned over. Now Scary Joey with it. Down behind the net to Blur. Blur with it. Back to the point. Guan, he'll lose it. Guan has it now. He tries to go between the legs, gets it back and sends it out in front, but a good play there by Odie to get away with it. 1 minute remaining here in the second period. It's a 1-0 series lead from Vertigo. Vertigo wins this one. The series is over, and they'll take the Week 4 matchup. Now in front, Scary Joey. Backdoor play to Jakku, but he can't get it through. It's a great play by Mark, and now Tendy out the other way. 5 seconds remaining. Nick running out of time. Odie gonna have that one set in the corner, and they'll run out of time. As a little bit more time spent in the offensive zone there for Vertigo. 6-3 are the shots. And a big goal to tie things up. Monster third period here for Composure. They need a win to force a third game. Here we go. Good draw win there, and a great play as Jakku almost caught him early. Tendy now. He'll send that one back alone. We're away in the third period. Composure versus Vertigo. Week 4 of the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Lidos. I'm No Sleeves. Covering all the action for the regular season is Mark now. Fires one on. Tries to see if he can get Jones off the post. He can't. And that'll be held. Nick will win that one back to Odie. Down to Tendy. Tries to get it out. They do. Scary Joey, nice spinorama. But he'll lose it at the line. And here goes PTP. Sorry, Tendy. Tendy into the corner. Turns that one over and down deep. And now Vertigo out the other way. Here's Blur into the middle. Still hold it. Backdoor play, and they score as it ricochets over to Blur. And they'll get a 2-1 lead here early in the third period as kind of a broken play. But Blur will be there on the spot on the right side of the net and give them a 2-1 advantage here in the third period. Now Composure needs to come back if they want to have a third game. Ends that one over. Nice play. Here's Nick. Tries to thread the needle. He can't. And now Delisle send that one over to Guan. He'll sauce that one way out of the zone. But, oh, Jakku comes away with a great play. Jakku still with the puck. Spins down low in the corner. Back behind the net. It's Blur. Comes away with it again. It's on the goal line. J Money plays it out. Odie now. They look to break the puck out. Odie sends that across. Good read by Delisle. He waits for some space. Something to open up. Nothing's there. And now Trevor will get across the line. Blur sends that back to Scary Joey. Behind the net, back to the point to Guan. Guan with it. At the point, walks the line. Still keeps it. Walks in from the point. Still has it. Blur will fire one on. That one stopped easily. They can't get it from behind the net. Out in front as that one almost went right through is Scary Joey now. It's all Vertigo here in the third period. Back to Guan and a huge shot and a bigger save as J Money comes up big. Quick passing play, and they can't get into the zone cleanly. Delisle send that out, but intercepted and picked off by Mark. And it's right back into the zone. PTP to Mark. Mark with it. Still has it. They fight away for it. But Scary Joey will come away. It's a 3-2 offensive rush. And a huge one-timer there from Jakku. But J-Money will hold on to that one as he was ready. Tie up. They come in. Nice deke attempt by Jakku. But now, Mark across the line, and that'll be an offside call. 7:50 remaining. Draw win cleanly, and here goes Jakku out quickly. Face-off play. And turned over, here's Nick. He'll send it back to Odie. 7 minutes remaining in the third period. Composure needs a goal. Big turnover. Here's Blur. He's in all alone. And a diving poke check. Huge save there from J-Money to keep Composure in it. As Blur almost got his second of the game. Turned over again, but Mark will hold on to that one. And now back into the zone. It's PTP into the middle. Tendy can't get it cleanly. Odie sends that one over to PTP. Still has it. Fires it. And that one will miss the net. As it'll go wide of Bob Jones. He'll hold on to the rebound. Tie up draw. Backdoor, and they score as off the face-off. Tendy will come in, send it far side to PTP. And we've got a game late in the third period. Composure will tie things up. Big play there. Draw win, and now Composure looking to take the lead. Tied 2-2. They needed that. Sends it into the corner. It's Tendy. Tendy with it. He'll lose it now. Guan. Nice play there. Cuts through the defense. Guan through everybody. And Scary Joey turned over in front. That one's shot on. Weak shot saved. Now Guan with it again. Vertigo threatening here late in the third. Delisle. He'll turn around. Back down low. It's Jakku. Back out in front. They can't get it on net. Now Jakku with it. Down to Blur. Back to Jakku. It's bumped at the side of the net, but here goes Mark as he tries to hit PTP. Now he does. They fight for it. Let Scary Joey will come away with it. Now Blur dumped into this zone. It's going to be Jakku there, but he can't get it. Mark is there first. Now Odie with it. Sends that across to PTP. Big bump along the boards. Towards the net. Now back. Mark fires it on. That one goes into the corner. Through the middle. Scary Joey with it. Big bump there. Turns over. And a huge hit. 24 seconds remaining in regulation. Are we going to see back-to-back overtimes as an Omaha play? That's going to be an icing call. Trying to catch everyone napping. $17 seconds remaining. Tie up, and Guan will come away with it. Nowhere to go. He sends that one. He'll turn it over as Odie reads it. 10 seconds now. Composure will get one more chance in regulation. Doesn't want to turn it over. Sends it across. PTP with it. Cuts into the middle. Fires it on. Rebound, and a big save there as Bob Jones had to be aware of that. Comes up with a big couple of saves. Late here in the third period is a big save there, and then off the rebound. Another one as he keeps with it. Great play there as Bob Jones having a great couple of games in this series. Shots on goal, 11-7. Vertigo heavy in favor of the time on attack. Composure. They need to win this one. If not, Vertigo will sweep the series. And here we go. A draw win, Odie. Overtime underway. We've got back-to-back overtime games. That one's going to be poked. Odie with it now. Odie sends that one over to Tendy. Turned over. And back and forth they go. Now Guan with it. Guan had a fantastic play to set up Jakku's breakaway to win game 1 in overtime. We'll see if he's got any more heroics in him. Here's Delisle. He walks the point. Down low to Blur. Back to Guan. He activates from the point. Guan with it in front. They mess it. They bang around at it. Guan fights against Tendy. Still keeps it. Still has it down. Blur down low, but Nick comes away with it. It's in front, and now Tendy breaks the puck out. Odie now. He's going to be met at the line, turned over. Mark, he'll reset. A late third period goal by PTP tied things up. Go on with it now. Big hit there as Trevor can't get it through the zone cleanly. Mark now with it. Mark dumps that into the corner, boards PTP. Tries to get there first, he can't. Now Delisle sauces that one out, hits Blur in stride, but a good defensive play there by Odie. Can't get it through cleanly. Now Odie with it. Odie feeds it across to PTP. They reverse, now back to Odie. Gets across the line, it's Tendy. He's got a step on the backhand, sends that back, but a great read by Delisle. He'll turn it over, though. Now Mark with it. Circles around to the face-off dot. Odie lets one go from the point, doesn't get through, and now Blur looks to break the puck out for Vertigo. Into the middle, Blur can't keep it going. And Composure will reset. They'll dump that one in. Mark sends that behind the net. Delisle comes away with it, and they give out possession. Now Scary Joey through the zone. Oh, great pass, but Odie, better defensive play. Tendy, he'll lose it, and that'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. .9:28 remaining in overtime. Here goes Delisle. And he'll be offside. Thank you for the raid, F5. Hope you guys had a great stream. As now PTP sends that one back. Odie with it now. Ends that one over. Across the line, it's PTP. Tied things up late in the third period for Composure. Looking for another one to extend the series. Guan, they reset again. Sends that one over, it's Jakku. Jakku looking to end it back-to-back, and he does as it trickles through. J-Money thought the shot would get through. He went to the right side, and Jakku buries it on the second effort. And in back-to-back games, Jakku is going to get the overtime winner, as Vertigo is going to clean sweep Composure here on the highlighted series of the week here on the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Lidos. What a couple of games that was, my goodness. As a great performance by both teams. We saw some late game dramatics as Vertigo is going to take Game 4. They are going to remain 4-0 on the season. As Composure, they'll suffer their first 2 losses of the entire tournament and their first series loss as they fall to 3-1. As we take a look, guys, we do have some other teams and scores reported, so we'll take a look at the standings before we go. As Olympia, they improved to 4-0, as does Hidden Potential. Next question, they move up to 4-0 as well. Ionic, they continue their winning ways as they're now in the top 4. And Instinct, they've got their 1 win away as well as they won their first game in their best of 3. Vertigo, again, they will go up to 4-0 as well. As we see a couple of games down here. Eclipse, they improved to 3-1. CBJ Gaming as well on a 4-game heater as they won last week's highlighted broadcast. They're currently in 15th place. So we scroll down just to take a couple other looks at some other notable teams. LFG, they are actually in the second round of the Sharks Pacific Cup. Currently in 30th spot on a 1-game loss there. So we'll see how they do. Prodigy, they had a polarizing Sharks Pacific Cup and eliminated in the first round by Catch-22, but they're on a 4-game win streak right now. And Royalty, and a couple of roster moves for Royalty, has them on pace right now. They're 2-1 going into this week's matchup. We'll see how they finish Guys, thanks again for hanging out today, though, on the Caps Gaming Showcase presented by Lidos here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. As we move right along, as we're at the halfway point of our regular season, as we move along and inch closer towards the playoffs, and a big matchup there. Again, Vertigo and Composure, always awesome to watch these two teams. It's always extremely close, and again, we notice it there. I mean, that first game, Blur, with 4 seconds remaining, Bob Jones pulled, and Vertigo ties things up and then wins it on overtime by an absolute dot from Guan. One of the nicest passing plays you're going to see, as Jakku was sprung all alone in overtime. And then again, he keeps it to the net himself, fires one on, and is able to get his own rebound and send Composure home with the L in week number 4, guys. But it's been a blast casting tonight for you. I can't wait to be back next week. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow the Capitals Twitch channel so you don't miss any of the rest of the tournament. Thank you guys for watching again. We'll see you next time.